Yeah, look at the notes.
Look at the notes.
I want you to look at the notes that I wrote for you.
Okay.
Tell me what they make you feel.
Oh wow, I can't say that one.
Can you say that one?
Are these all?
No, that's my notes.
That's it? That's all the writing points you had?
There's a couple concrete ones on there.
Are you fucking serious?
Just
I can't say any of this out loud.
yeah, you can.
If you are reading this, you are gay. Shit,
no,
man.
you didn't.
Or a dumb slut. Fuck,
I think you're a
dude.
dumb slut.
You got me.
If you're
God damn it. Okay. Here. We did a thing where we wrote.
Oh, that's.
We wrote talking points for each other.
That's.
We wrote talking points for each other, and our goal is to read each other's talking points, which we had no idea what they were, and go off of them.
Mine are so different from yours. I like that one.
That's the one I was laughing at.
Oh. I can't talk about that.
Which one was it?
Any opinions on abortion? I do.
You can't talk about that one?
I do have opinions on abortion.
Well, of course, everyone's got an opinion.
But I won't share them.
But you don't say it out loud because people are scared of
No, I don't
their
share
opinion being heard.
Well, yeah, more or less. I haven't shared any of my opinions on any politics at all, as far as I know. For two main reasons.
Why do you think that is? Oh, what are your reasons?
I have two reasons.
Okay, what are the
One,
reasons?
when people hear your opinions on politics, they instantly judge you based on that, or they like you. They either like you more or they like you less based on
Like automatically
based on if your political opinions align with theirs or not.
Okay.
Like if you were to tell me your opinions and if they aligned with mine, I'd be like, oh, I like this guy so much more.
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't, I'd be like, oh, I hate this guy. And I don't want that to happen because I don't think you should be judged. It's like a subconscious bias, but I don't think people should be judged on that.
But it comes so naturally. Why does that come so naturally, you think?
Dude, I don't know.
I think it's a sense of ego about your own beliefs and like the stuff that you find interesting and like your own moral like beliefs and whatnot. When you have someone who contradicts that, your sense of ego is thinking, oh, you're so right about this. I think it's the ego. I think the ego is what makes it natural.
When I hear someone who like has politics that or opinions that I disagree with, I usually just think they're dumb.
They're dumb.
They're idiot. They're stupid.
And that's dumb. Thinking that way is also dumb.
And then it's crazy because
it's a cycle of dumb.
My opinions have changed. And then I look back at myself like a year ago, and I'm like, that guy's dumb.
Right? Dude, oh my god, I was actually thinking about that when it came to the whole pandemic thing. I was one of those people in the very beginning. I was like, dude, I'm just gonna go somewhere and I'm not gonna bring a mask. That's dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh my god, this is such an overreaction. Stuff like that. Like, this isn't that important. It's not that deadly. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But over time, I look back and Makula said it best. He said it's just about the ego. It's not hard to do the smallest things that will have such a public opinion change, but because of your sense of ego, you just kind of sit there with your little fortress of solitude, just flipping everyone the fucking bird.
It's so hard to change your opinion on something.
You think so?
I found, for me at least, because then I always just I have my opinion, then I have it, and I think everybody else is stupid, and I don't listen to them. The only way I change my opinion is not when other people share their opinions. I don't listen. It's through like reading and shit. That's the only way I've ever changed.
Well, elaborate on that. So, like, through reading, you'd rather change an opinion than voice?
If somebody tells me their politics, they tell me I'm stupid for mine. I'm not gonna listen to them. I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna just think they're dumb. But if I find out on my own, the like, does that make sense?
Yeah. If you find out on your own before you're proven wrong.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude,
if somebody tells me I'm wrong, I'm not gonna believe them. But if I find out I'm wrong, I'm gonna believe myself because I'm super smart.
Yeah.
Like it's wild how smart I am.
Yeah. No, I'm in the same boat as you, dude.
Yeah. Are you?
I have a difficult time communicating with other humans because my IQ, man.
Well, I don't think you're on the same level as me. Dude,
why is that? Why do you think you're so much smarter than me?
No reason, dude. What was your? Never mind.
I thought you were gonna say what was your dad's name. I
No,
don't know
no,
why.
why? No, I was gonna ask what your ACT score was, but it's not important.
Oh fuck, dude, you got me there. Hey, okay, the ACT, that average is the reading is what fucked me up. If I redid reading, I could have the 30 pluses.
Reading's the easiest thing.
I don't know what I fucked up, dude. I don't know.
Math was
Everything
the
else
hardest.
30 plus or like 29 for one of them. Everything
Yeah.
else.
What
30
did you
plus.
run out of time or what?
No, I'm just horrible at reading. And okay, well, I've got visual static. I don't know if I've told you about this. It's supposedly super rare because the people who have it don't realize that they have it. Imagine like, you know, like an old box TV static everywhere.
Yeah.
Imagine that over your visual field, but just opacity is down to like 20%.
That's how you see the world?
Yeah.
When you're just looking around?
No, all the time. Right now.
No way.
Yeah,
I don't
all
buy
the
it.
time.
I don't buy
Literally 24/7.
No, okay, explain. Are you being serious right now?
I'm being dead ass. In the dark, I
That ex-
see minuscule colors of light, just like all the time.
Like you're being serious right now. This is something you
No, I'm
always...
being dead ass. I am diagnosed with visual static. By
I
my
really
doctor.
don't... This is mind-blowing to me.
This
I've
is-
never heard of this before.
You've never heard of this. You might have it. You might not realize you have it.
No, I don't
Do you
think I have it.
see static? Like that. It looks like it sounds like that.
Yeah. Oh, now that you explain it that way, yeah. It looks like it sounds like yeah. No, yeah, that's definitely something I suffer with greatly. As I was saying.
Holy shit.
What?
That was just insane.
As I was saying.
Oh, but you being smart?
Oh yeah, I'm super smart. No, I have the biggest ego, and I hate it. That
You think so?
about my like intelligence. I have like a superiority
Complex.
I can't talk.
God complex.
Not a god complex.
Or just a superiority?
Superiority.
What's the difference? God thinking like...
God, you think you're God. Pretty self-explanatory.
Oh, I mean, I guess so, yeah.
Superiority is just like you're better than everyone else.
Hmm.
I don't really have it that much anymore, but I used to, and I hated it because all my freaking, I can.
You can swear. It's mature content. It's marked as mature content. As long as you don't care that there's footage of you swearing online.
Oh, I care.
I bet you do.
What was I? All my freaking teachers, would just call me smart, and that's
Yes.
and then
It
so then
feeds your
I
ego.
just listen to them, and then I'm pretty good at taking tests. So then whenever I got good test scores back, I would just think I'm the smartest person in the universe, and I hate it.
That's Alex, we'll get to your question shortly. Also, thank you everyone for the bits and subs. I appreciate
What
it.
did Alex ask?
Alex asks, what's your opinion on big tech censoring opinions they don't agree with?
Oh, I don't care. I'm not answering. I don't care about that question.
That's
No.
actually, I relate with that a lot. I completely know what you mean. When you're in grade school growing up, when you're constantly being told you're smart,
Yeah,
you're
it's
gonna
fucking-
believe it.
It fucking it hurt. A
It
lot of psychology
blows.
there. It's like conditioning.
Yeah, it's conditioning.
When you're
It's-
young.
It's like the opposite of desensitizing.
Yeah.
You're sensitizing them to the fact that they're this genius.
Have you read Brave New World?
Read
Read the book Brave New
Brave
World.
New World. I've heard of it. No, I have not read it.
Oh, well, there's a lot of shit about conditioning in there and like its effects on people.
I bet.
But yeah, like in elementary school, I would just get good grades and teachers would call me smart, and then, I mean, up until now, that's pretty much all that's happened.
It spreads socially too, because when the teachers talk about it to the whole class, if they mention it out loud to like a class of 25,
Oh yeah,
good percentage of those people are gonna believe that, and then
Yeah.
spread it to other people.
actually,
That
usually
shit grows.
usually what happens with me is people think I'm really dumb.
Really?
At first, people think I'm so stupid.
I've never heard
Everybody
that.
has told me they think, like when I first moved to the whatever chums, everybody thought I was stupid in the classes until like somehow I don't know they just found my test scores or some shit, and then they're like, oh, he's actually pretty smart.
That's
They tell me, you seem like you're really dumb, but you're not.
Do you want a name drop? To end of high school, who gives a shit?
No.
That's fair. I name drop sometimes. I don't care. But I've never heard that. I've never heard anyone call you dumb. Actually,
So many.
I've heard other things.
It doesn't happen so much anymore because people have like found out that I don't know
Found out that I'm smart.
that I'm incredibly intelligent and
Right,
smarter than
right,
everybody
right,
else
right.
ever.
For me, a lot of the shit that feeds my ego is the same thing, that same conditioning right there already. But also like knowing that some of my old teachers use my tests as answer keys. Stuff
Oh,
like
you're
that.
kid.
Yeah, but like not intentionally, but they go around telling people
Oh, yeah.
that. So like without me wanting to be known as a smart kid, the teachers throw me into that boat, and it's the most bullshit thing ever. There was a time in my pre-calc class, a girl pulled out a trivia app. Like, because I'm good at math,
Trivia
I can.
Crack? Which trivia?
It might have been
It's
Trivia
important.
Crack. It might have been Trivia Crack.
Probably Trivia Crack.
But
One or two, you think? It's important.
One, maybe two. Fuck, I don't know.
You don't remember.
I don't remember. But the point is, because she thought because I'm good at math, she thought I was just literally god at everything. She pulls out this geography. No, yeah, it was geography, and then it was talking about. It was just a framed photo of a dude
Who is this guy?
in a military outfit, and it said, "Where is he from?" I shit you not. I said Yugoslavia and got it right.
Maybe that's just your
I was like,
subconscious telling you the right answer.
holy
'Cause you
shit!
knew it.
And I played it off, and then everyone looked.
Yeah,
at
I knew
me.
that.
Everyone looked at me, and they were like, holy shit! Wow.
So question: how'd you lose your virginity?
You want to know?
Yeah, I've never known. I never.
Fuck, I can't use certain jokes because it's online.
Just tell me the story.
Well,
like,
that's a common thing that people believe.
what?
What necessarily is losing a virginity?
Are you serious?
What
It's
is that?
Literally having sex. That's it.
Is it? Well, first off, the virginity isn't a physical thing.
Shut
It's an
up.
ideology. It's an ideology, dude.
It
It
exists.
Do you get it when the sex is done? Or do you lose it when the sex is done, or when the sex begins midway?
Are you saying you had sex and it wasn't done? It's just perpetuating just to this day.
It's
until you
pending.
What do you mean it's pending? It's on hold.
It's pending.
You put it on hold.
It's pending in the queue, dude. My God, man. Jesus, dude. Fill the jar.
Did you tell me
Thank
your
you, man.
story?
I don't have a story. I still have my V card.
No,
What about
you don't.
What about you?
What about me?
Was it donated by chance?
That's- I got a parking ticket yesterday.
You got a parking ticket.
Yeah.
Wrong side of the road?
No, I was in an area in Madison. It's by State Street, and if you park there,
Okay.
you get a ticket or you get towed. That's all. $40.
Thanks.
$40.
That was a great story to that. $40.
Yeah, I'm running out of fucking money. I had $1,000 start of the month. I went down to about 100.
How did you do that?
Baja Blast. I spent $500 on Baja Blast. About
No fucking way,
No.
dude.
but
You have like car payments and shit that takes up all that?
no, my car is a piece of shit from 90 years ago that is used.
Man, what the fuck was I gonna say?
Can I talk about my car more?
Yeah,
I fucking hate it.
Why do you hate your car?
So the trunk. There's the latch that you press that you open the trunk with.
Uh-huh.
That's completely broken off. You can't open the trunk anymore.
Okay.
There's a piece of plastic hanging down from the front right of the car. So when you take a left turn, it sounds like a gerbil is dying in the engine. It's like
Holy, wow.
it's the size of fucking Mount Rushmore. It's huge.
What year is it? You know?
2011. It's not. It's
Really?
yeah. Yeah.
Was
It's got
it-
like
was it-
200,000 miles on it though.
Was it bought by your family and then given down, or
Yeah. Because
your family treated it like shit?
Yeah, because
Nice.
I broke. Well,
Nice.
no, my old car broke down, which I
Mhm.
loved, even though it was worse than my newest car. My old car. Do you remember I had the convertible? Do you remember?
Sorry, Austin said something really funny about you. Austin says, "Will, remember when you were locked out of your car?" in
That's the
parking
car I'm
lot?"
talking about. This is part of the reason I had to give it away. The key stopped working.
Oh, like the
Austin.
key fob?
Yeah, that stopped
Just
working.
Unlock it.
This is my old car, my convertible.
Oh yeah, I remember that car.
Yeah, Austin Kern was there, which I don't know why Austin Kern was there. He was there when I couldn't get into my car. I was locked out of my car.
In the school parking lot.
Yeah. I was there for
Oh.
like an hour and a half. So
Damn.
my mommy had to come get me with a spare key. And that almost didn't work too.
Oh, dude, I have a video of Quinn. You know the video of Quinn sitting in the school parking lot for 3 hours?
I don't know that video.
His fucking tire just fell off the wheel. It just went underneath and he couldn't drive. So I have a video because I took a nap after school. I wake up, I go to the Real One Snapchat, and I click on it. And it's Quinn going, "Hey guys," it shows the wheel. He's like, "I messed up. I'm calling for support." And then 3 hours pass, and it's pitch dark. He is the only one in the parking lot, and he sounds like he wants to fucking die. He's sitting there. The car is on still for like 3 hours, just wasting.
Does he not
gas.
know how to change a tire?
It was like popped, like ripped, like off the side of the wheel.
So you couldn't,
it
like,
was
take
fucked
it off.
up. He needed to like replace the entire shit.
Well, that's what I have AAA for.
How much does AAA cost? Like a ton of money? Is it a subscription thing?
Yeah, my mom has it, and she just lets me use her shit. But so my car that I was locked out of, this thing, it was a convertible.
Yeah.
They don't make this kind of car anymore. It's called a Saab 9.3.
I've heard of that.
It's Italian.
Yeah.
They don't make them anymore. It was a convertible, but the driver's side window did not roll down.
Oh.
So if you wanted to roll down the driver's side window, say going through a drive-through, you have to put the whole entire top down, which was a really big problem in the wintertime when it was a little bit cold.
Top down, like
the whole top down on the convertible. That's how you turn. That's how you roll down the driver's side window. Is putting the whole entire top down.
Holy shit! That sounds horrible.
Yeah, the gas. What's it called? Mileage-ometer, gasometer.
The gasometer.
The gasometer didn't work. My brother broke that, so you had to reset it manually. You have to estimate it's like 250 miles per each time you fill up, and you have to reset you have to take count of the mile marker. So every 250 miles, I have to fill it up.
Okay.
And
what the fuck?
The seats were ripped. They weren't leather. They were like cloth, and they were like all ripped up.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Those are some shitty seats.
Yeah, they were awful. They were ripped and duct taped because they were my brother's car. It was my brother's car and my other brother's car before it was mine. The driver's side window, my brother smashed that accidentally, and it was covered in duct tape to fix that.
So you got like.
But I love that car. I lost my virginity.
What was that?
Nothing. I love that car.
What was that? You want to say it a little louder?
I really love that car.
God damn it.
So, this is something I've been thinking about recently.
Okay.
You know when you have a memory, right?
Damn, good job, man. The jar is almost full.
What's a jar?
Don't worry about it. Why would I tell you of all people?
So, when you have a memory, right?
A memory.
Like when you're remembering something. Like,
okay.
How do you like visualize it? Like you're in the first person, like you're there in the memory. Like, okay, have a memory to when I walked through the door.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, remember when I walked through the door? Do you see me walking through the door in like the mental image in your head?
Yeah, what my eyes saw. Of course.
Do you ever have a memory in like the third person, where it's just like look, you can see yourself?
Yeah. When I was
it's only when I'm super young when I have those.
Yes, very young. I actually looked into that. There was an entire forum online talking about people having third-person dreams when they were like super
I had
young.
Third-person dreams.
Yeah, not dreams, but like
and memories.
Yeah.
And hold on, go on.
And it's a common thing. I mean, not super common, but it's much more common than I thought it was, and I don't understand it. I don't know what would cause a third-person memory or dream. Like,
I was choking on Baja Blast. My theory is part of it is fabricated. Like it's not a completely real memory. And so in your head, you kind of make it up in points and parts and pieces until the point where it's like you're so separated from the actual happenings that it's kind of like you're watching a movie in your head rather than you actually experience that. And like the fact that you changed so much since you were a child, and your perceptions have changed so much that you kind of just view it as a movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get that. It's because your brain's so mushy at that point.
Yeah.
Your brain doesn't understand how to plot to get together data and like time frames and like understand like why wouldn't it be in third person.
Kids are dumb.
Kids are dumb.
I hate kids.
But at the same time, kids have like weird parts of their brains unlocked that adults don't have, that like they're much smarter in some weird ways, but they're also a lot dumber in other weird ways.
Jesus loved kids. That's I don't know why what you said just reminded me that Jesus loved kids.
Like, is that like a reference to like a show or a joke?
No, he liked kids because they were like not corrupted or some shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was a South Park reference.
Why would
I'm
that be a
not gonna lie.
South Park reference?
Because there's an entire episode about like a Jesus. It's a priest duck whistle, but when you blow it, it goes, "I love Jesus, I love Jesus," and all the priests flock from the woods to find the kid. I thought you were making a reference.
No,
to
why
that.
would I make a reference?
Because that's just hilarious.
I've never watched South Park.
You've never watched South Park?
No, I did once when I was like
recommend it, dude.
6. My grandma thought it was like a cartoon and she put it on for me.
I recommend it, dude.
I was talking about, what were we talking about?
Do you ever remember a memory through someone else's perspective?
Yes.
Really?
I was thinking about this. I have a memory through my brother's perspective.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
so what really happened is, this is what I think. I'm watching my brother. He's getting the lawnmower ready to mow the lawn.
You're watching your brother.
This is what really happened, not my memory.
My eyes are closed. Okay.
This is what really happened, not the memory. I'm
Okay.
in the garage watching my brother get the lawnmower, and he's singing. You know the song "Move Along" by that one? It's like a pop punk 2000s
Probably.
song,
Probably.
All American Rejects.
Yeah, probably.
It goes like,
I don't know off the top
"Oh,
of my
you
head.
gotta keep it strong, move along, move."
Okay, yeah,
along."
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
He was singing mow the lawn" instead of move along, move along.
Clever. Classic Nowicki.
You see, what really happened? That is a classic Kevin Nowicki. That is a Kevin Nowicki classic. He thought of that himself, I'm guessing. Is the mow the lawn instead of move along. It's pretty clever. But I have the memory that like I see myself, I'm my brother holding the lawnmower singing that song. But I wasn't mowing the lawn at that age. I was like 6.
Right. Do you see yourself?
No,
In
but I know
memory?
I'm there.
Weird.
I'm like back
But
into the left.
That ties back into
I'm
you
back
being
into
young, though. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I bet you
It's weird the things you
have
remember.
one of those when you're 20.
Maybe I will.
Fucking crazy.
It's weird the things you remember.
You ever? You know what's weird? Deja vu doesn't confuse me.
I've never had it,
You've never had deja vu.
as far as I know.
What? No, you'll know when you have deja vu. People geek about it all the time. They're like, "Oh, dude, this has happened before." I just know it hasn't.
I've never had deja vu. Not as far as I know.
Did you just try?
Get it? Because I said that earlier.
Yeah.
And deja vu's like, yeah. I did that.
Oh wow, Dark the Pig. Thank you for
Who's Dark the Pig?
I don't know. New follower though. He's donating a lot of bits and all that. I appreciate it, man. Ever had a dream that predicted the future?
No.
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 Boring ass brain, dude. What the fuck? Get on that shit.
What do you want from me?
Better stories.
You want a better story?
Fuck it,
Here's a
fuck it.
story.
Okay.
Do you want to hear? Okay. I want to talk about my car crash. Do you want to hear it? It's like just a long on and on, or do you just want to hear a few different tidbits from what happened in the crash?
Right in the middle. Not like a 45-minute long story, because I know you're fantastic at those.
It could be. Oh yeah, dude. I could make it a 2-hour long story if you feel like
Just
it.
don't. Yeah. What happened?
All right. So imagine this. It's raining. You're in the middle of Ohio.
You're driving?
I'm not driving. My sister's driving. Like normal, like how people drive with the car and the steering wheel
Right.
and the gas pedal.
Right.
The brake is to her left. She's not touching the brake at this moment. She's on the gas pedal.
Okay.
Okay. Speedometer is reading somewhere between 70 and 80. I would say at the upper end. You're in a rainstorm. I'm in the passenger seat, and
Okay.
I am falling asleep.
Oh.
I want to be asleep because I'm in the middle of Ohio. Why would I want to be awake in Ohio?
Yeah, it's Ohio.
It's Ohio.
It's Ohio.
And not even a good part of Ohio, the shitty part of Ohio, which is the majority of it, but not a good part of Ohio.
Yeah, that's about right.
We're on a road,
Uh-huh.
and it's raining. You're listening to How to Love by Lil Wayne, right?
You remember that detail?
I remember it because afterwards I was thinking, God, I hope I can listen to that song again and not think of the car crash and not be like traumatized. Because I really like that song.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I listened to it in the hospital and I was like, oh, I'm fine.
Right.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, okay.
And now I still listen to it.
So continue. What All
listening
these
to
vivid details.
listening to How to Love Lil Wayne,
Uh-huh.
and suddenly you hear the loudest scream you've ever heard in your life, ever. The loudest. I'm not even.
And it's from your sister.
Yeah, she's like ah, but a little bit louder, just a little bit louder. Ah, just volume up
Hey,
a little
can you
bit.
can you keep it down?
Yeah, you're right. A little bit louder than that. So, and you can feel the car going like losing control. Hydroplaning.
To the right, right? Oh, it was to the right. It was
To the right. We're in the left lane.
Right.
To the right.
I remember seeing the photo of the car all fucked up.
Yeah. We're going. Of course, I look up and I see us going whoop, into a ditch,
Oof.
and we're turning. So it's like this is straight. We were going
Yeah.
we were spinning like towards the ditch.
Okay.
So then I start screaming.
What was your first thought? What was your very first thought and reaction?
I remember thinking, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die."
Really?
In my head, I was like, "Oh, this is it." It wasn't like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die," like a panic. I just thought, "Oh, this is it. I'm dead."
Like book closed.
Yeah, it was
Story
weird.
ended.
It was like I could feel myself dying. I'm not even fucking with you. I could feel myself dying. It was like, oh, it's just over now.
That's weird. That's existential as shit though.
It got, dude. That still haunts me to this day. That feeling
of just like,
I'm dead now.
I don't blame you, man.
That shit that kept me up in the hospital. I did
Yeah.
not sleep in that hospital. Anyway,
Fuck, man.
oh, there's a good story about that hospital too. A couple of good ones. Anyway, we're going, and then we go.
The nurse with the fat ass.
Yes, dude. You know what's up.
All right, go on.
So we're going, and then we flip, and we go. My sister in
How
the
many
back.
times?
I think just once, probably.
Okay.
I can't really. I'm a little bit disoriented in the moment. I can't like. Oh, that was one and a half. That was 1.5 flips.
All right,
Wonderful.
dude.
No, my sister in the backseat was unbuckled from her seatbelt and like fucking laying down, which was crazy to me.
Right.
But she was fine. So then we land. Eventually, we stop spinning and we land, and there's blood like fucking everywhere in front of me and pouring out of my face. My face was bloody as shit. My hands were all
Right.
cut up. You can't really see the scars anymore. They were all cut up. I don't know why. And they were just bleeding. And I was just, we were like this. So the car is like this. I'm
On its side.
On its side. I'm up
Right.
here. My sister's right there.
Right.
And I'm just like dripping blood on her. she's kind of unconscious, or disoriented. She's saying, "I can't move." She thought she was paralyzed. She wasn't.
Really?
She was a little bitch. She was not paralyzed at all. She said, "I can't move."
What about the sister in the back who wasn't buckled?
She was fine.
What the fuck's up with that?
That's what I'm saying. How did I fucking get the worst out of all of us? And she wasn't even buckled. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Some bullshit.
That is some lucky shit.
I'm hanging from my seatbelt. The only words that could come out of my mouth are, like, "Get me out. Get me out. I need to get out." But
Okay.
I have, like, coherent thoughts and everything, but for some reason, that's the only words that are coming out of my mouth.
Okay.
It's like, "Get me out." So then I open the glove box because there's a, like, seatbelt cutter in there, and I'm hanging from the seatbelt. I can't unbuckle it. It's my left arm.
So you're thinking, like, you have critical thinking.
I have critical thinking, but my mouth doesn't. My mouth is just saying,
So you're-
"Hey, get me out, get me out."
You're in.
It was like a weird shock, like panic
yeah,
state.
panic. You're panicking.
Anyway, I opened the glove box and all the maps fall on my sister too. Fuck her. She fucking crashed the thing. She deserves my blood and whatever.
Maps.
Maps. And then it didn't work. There's a seatbelt cutter in there. It didn't work to cut the seatbelt. So eventually I don't know how, it took a little bit, but I got out of my seatbelt. But I was sitting at the bottom of the car. I couldn't get out because my back was fucked. It was broken. And I couldn't really move.
Did you know that? Did you feel it?
Oh yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
Some people when people break their legs, they don't feel it sometimes
That's
because of
weird.
adrenaline and like.
I could feel my shoulder a lot
shit.
more. My shoulder, it was broken and dislocated. That was the
Ugh.
worst pain I've ever experienced in my
Ugh.
shoulder, more than my back.
Fuck that, dude.
But then fire department came. It took them I was stuck in the car for about 30 minutes before the fire department came. They cut open the windshield and dragged me out of that thing.
Uh-huh.
It was pouring rain still. I remember when they pulled me out, one of the fire truck we were waiting for the ambulance. They were late.
Mhm.
Even though it was like 30 minutes later. One of the firemen says like, "Man, when are they going to get here? I'm really uncomfortable." And the leader of firemen says, "It's about the comfortability of the patient, Tom." I remember thinking in the moment that was really funny.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like a dumb skit of
Yeah.
like a kind of funny show.
But it's not really that. But I thought that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's a little funny." They got me in an ambulance. They took me to the first hospital. Dude, first hospital, Oh my. So I was there. I was on a lot of fentanyl and morphine.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl and
Wow,
morphine.
they gave you the big.
They gave me the big
weight.
shit at the first hospital. Well, and the second too. But I was high on fentanyl, morphine, just like laying there.
Yeah.
And then somebody in the room to my right just died.
What?
They literally died. I heard them. I heard them die. And
like the heart rate thing.
no, I heard the family was like ah, and they were just crying so much. And then they wheeled the guy out, and you could see his limp hand.
Oh.
That
must have been, and you like processed that information
yeah, I was
while that high.
yeah.
On,
It
like,
wasn't
all
like
the-
it wasn't like the high wasn't like in your mind. It was just like my body was all warm and fuzzy.
Oh, okay. I actually I don't know much about painkillers at all.
Yeah, they just make your body feel good. Yum yum.
I just keep wanting more of it.
Exactly.
Damn. So
I almost got addicted to oxycodone.
really,
Yeah, that shit was good.
oxycodone is fucking. A lot of people talk about that shit.
Well, they're only sending emotes. This fucking loser. He said you can't pay attention to the chat. Look at the chat right now. Look at it.
Yeah. Thank you, Austin. I noticed you were protecting us earlier. So, what's next? You saw the guy's limp hand. Were you just
My sister
panicking?
did. I didn't. I was.
Oh.
I couldn't move. I was looking at the ceiling. I just heard.
But you still processed like this guy died.
Yeah, because the family was like, "Oh my god!" It was super loud.
Holy shit, dude.
Whole
And
hospital
that
could
must
hear
have been traumatic, right?
Well, it was. Yeah, a little bit.
'Cause I can tell you had this little sensibility thing about death.
Dude, death fucks me up.
I know.
I could
I
talk
can
about
tell.
that for a while.
I know. Whenever you talk about it, your voice gets shaky.
Dude, especially just because of that I came close to. I feel like I have a whole new other understanding that I didn't before.
I know what you mean. A lot of people have that experience.
how it ends.
When people almost die near death experiences, they say they understand death way more than
That shit haunts
a normal
me.
person.
As I was saying, I'll just skip ahead. Another
Okay.
funny moment. They took me to so that was actually the worst hospital in Ohio, apparently. The first one I was at,
According to who?
according to the people at
WebMD?
the second hospital I went to.
Okay.
Yeah, because they had to transfer me because they didn't have good enough doctors at the first hospital.
Damn.
So at the first hospital, funny. I remember a doctor was trying to put my shoulder back in place. I was just lying there and he was doing that. Then he was like, he couldn't do it, so he was like, yeah, that's broken. Like he was just fucking with my shoulder for like 10 minutes, and then he decided it was broken.
Did you feel the pain of that shit?
Yeah, I could feel the pain. He was moving that shit around.
Were you on painkillers though?
Yeah, but that doesn't just make all the pain go away.
I guess. Yeah. Well, damn. So he was just fucking with you.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I mean,
he was
I
doing.
bet he wasn't.
I
bet he was actually trying.
He was trying, and then he decided, okay, it's not going in, it's broken. But like, still, just do an X-ray first, man. Then
Ugh.
second hospital. I'll skip all the boring shit. One really cool story. So you know how my parents are divorced?
Yeah.
That was like the first time I've seen them in the same room in years. This is my second
Really?
hospital. They were both there in Cleveland. This warmed my heart so much. So there's a TV in the corner of the room. I'm lying there. I can't really move yet. Blades of Glory, the movie. The TV in the corner of the room. My mom.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm serious. I'm dead
A
serious.
movie from like 2003.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of channels, dude.
Okay.
And it's good. It's a good movie. I love that movie.
That's so funny.
My dad's to my right, and my mom's to my left. We're all watching Blades of Glory and just having a great time, laughing. I felt like a family again.
Aw.
It felt wonderful. It warmed my
Aw.
heart. We were all just Will Ferrell up there doing a funny figure skating move, and then we all chuckle a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'd say, "Thanks, Ma. Thanks, Pa. Really appreciate it."
It was like a nuclear family, you know, like the classic, just like happy-go-lucky,
Yeah,
suburban parents with the kid.
it felt good. It felt real good.
Right.
It was a crazy crossover episode.
I bet it felt like that. Yeah.
It felt weird.
In years, damn. Continue. What happened next? What's the?
I can't talk about some things.
Some
One thing
god.
I want to talk about that I can't. Anyway, oxycodone, the greatest feeling drug,
God.
second greatest behind fentanyl
Right. Well,
that I've ever
fentanyl is
that I've ever felt
horribly
before.
addicting.
Fentanyl is, I could see that. They
Yeah.
injected that into my IV. Felt so good. The fentanyl, it felt wonderful.
Oh.
It was amazing. If I could,
Does that not gross you out to say?
no.
Oh,
What?
just
They only gave me
just
that when I was
scares
in the
me.
ambulance.
that just scares
They
me.
never, and the first hospital. The second hospital, they gave me morphine and oxycodone. in pill form.
Continue about Oxy.
It just
You
makes
were just saying that.
they gave me that when I was at my house too. It makes you feel so warm and fuzzy everywhere. It makes the pain go away. It just the best feeling drug I've ever taken in my life, besides fentanyl.
Damn.
I almost got addicted. Well, I had to force myself to not take it.
Right. How dark? How serious did you take that? Was that like a dark time?
No.
Like you didn't like face it to like cope or anything. It was just because it felt good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
okay.
oxycodone. Yeah.
Well, people literally, when they get hooked, they like purposely
Oh, yeah.
break
They-
their arms and shit.
Yeah. They told
To get prescription drugs.
the dudes at the hospital told me a lot about. They warned me against taking it too much because they were like, you're in the age range where you get easily addicted. It could
Mhm.
ruin your life. They gave me a whole
leave
talk,
it alone.
big old talk about how just endure the pain. And I listened.
Damn. You seem to have a lot more emotional response than humor when you're telling the story. When the friend group like makes fun of it, not makes fun of it, but they make jokes relating about it. Does that like get to you ever?
No, I can see it being funny. I think it's
That's
a little
fair.
funny. Some parts. Are really
Certain
funny.
aspects, but I bet if someone picked the wrong nerve about the whole situation, you'd probably get a little irked.
No, what
You
I
don't
don't.
think
I
so?
don't see a wrong nerve to be picked there. It was an overall good experience.
Overall, good.
Overall, good. Except, well, because I have no idea where I'd be now if it didn't happen.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, what if the car crash didn't happen?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be here, but just with
Would I, though?
less wisdom.
You think I'm a wise man because
Well, because you said you understand death more and you understand these scary concepts just a little bit more. I bet it'd be.
Well, do you want to hear
before that.
some Greek philosophy on death that I've
Yes,
been-
yes.
that I've been contemplating a lot since then?
Hit me with it.
So Epicurus, Greek philosopher, ancient Greek philosopher.
Okay.
He has I think I was talking to you about this earlier. He has a saying. He says death does not concern us for as long as we exist. Death does not, and when it does come, we no longer exist.
Right.
That's his whole thing.
Yeah, I think you told me about that somewhat recently.
Yeah. Before the crash, I like resonated with that a lot because I was
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, I mean, we have no reason to fear death at all. I just kind of accepted it. But then afterwards, I'm like, he kind of views death as its own, as the opposite of life, more of as like its own entity rather than a state of being. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like living is a state of being, or being alive could be considered an entity.
Yeah, and I think
Being an entity could be considered being alive.
yeah,
Kind of,
But
know.
I
So
think
why not have death be the same thing?
yeah, but I think it should be viewed more as a state of being, as like the absence of life, and I think it's not to be feared, but not to be taken lightly.
It's just one of those things your brain can't fully comprehend. Like biologically, we can't fully understand this concept to like put a definition on it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's black and white? Do you think you are alive or dead?
Yeah.
You think you're just any gray zone? Like what about a coma? Where like your body's alive, but you have no sense of time. You don't know that you're in a coma. Would you consider that a gray spot? Alive or dead?
See, we don't know what happens in a coma though.
We don't, yeah. But
maybe
people who
your brain's-
recover say they have like no experience of time. Like they just
Oh, so it's maybe
woke up.
It's like a temporary death.
But some people in comas experience literally everything. Their body just isn't working with their
Oh
brain.
yeah, no one.
Like the people who
know what I
hear
heard?
everything.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine you're in a coma. You can't move. You just black everywhere. But then you could hear people talking about you. People have said that when they're in a coma, they could just hear the people around them, just like talking to them or around them for years, but they can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes they hear some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like they hear like their loved ones saying, "Just like kill him,
Yeah.
just end him. Like he's not gonna recover. Just end him." And then the person recovers, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
That'd be
Like,
funny. Imagine.
Oh, dude, imagine shit talking behind someone's back for 5 years. and then they wake up and slam you with everything that they've had to think about for 5 years.
That'd be hilarious.
Holy shit.
Imagine being paralyzed, your whole body paralyzed, you can't talk or anything.
Oof. There's a
Simpsons episode.
there's a book I read about that in 6th grade or maybe 7th grade about a severely like physically disabled kid who like isn't able to speak but his brain works perfectly fine, and he says like really weird things like about like his teacher. He'll be like, oh, I really want to feel her tits, shit like that, but he is so severely physically disabled people don't even think that he can think.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
Do you think you could fit this in your mouth?
Is that what the crap?
Do you think you could? Have you
My
tried hard
mouth? No. Why would I be able to fit a PlayStation controller in my mouth?
I think you could. Give it a try.
I think I have to go this way.
Clip that chat. Clip
It smells like my hands.
Ew.
I don't want to do it anymore, dude. I smelled my hands and that made me just really grossed out.
No, do you know the singer? This is what I was thinking about also. Do you know the singer Shaggy? The guy who sings It Wasn't Me?
No. Wait, I know Shaggy. I don't know the song It Wasn't Me, though.
Like, even
I can look
It
it
Wasn't
up.
Me? That's my favorite song of all time, probably.
Really?
Yeah. Play it. Can you play it?
With Rick Rock?
Yeah. It's where his girlfriend catches him cheating on somebody.
Right.
He caught him on camera. Caught him red-handed.
Yeah.
But he says it wasn't me. I think it's genius. Genius excuse.
It wasn't me?
Yeah, just listen. Right? This isn't Shaggy. I have a point I want to bring up about Shaggy.
Ah.
Here. Skip ahead a little bit.
I'm... How much?
That's fine.
What's the connection between what we were just talking about in this song?
Oh, there's no connection at all.
You just change it up on that.
I was thinking about this while we were talking.
You're thinking about It Wasn't Me by Shaggy and Rick Rock?
Only because... Hold on. Listen.
Okay.
Do you think he talks like this in real life?
Oh my god, is that
Do you
why
think his voice sounds like that?
Do you think... Is that why you wanted to bring it up? Because you don't know if Shaggy sounds like that?
Yeah, no way he sounds like that.
No.
He sounds like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
No, he doesn't talk like that.
What, he just talks like us and then...
People have like their rapping voices or like their singing voices or like their just artist voices.
It's gotta be some...
Like a character. They do that shit all the time.
I can't imagine him talking and it's just...
That'd be horrible.
I'd commit something if I talked like that.
Oh shit, I meant to the other playlist. Well, I noticed you got quite emotional during some parts of that story. I'm gonna dig into you here.
Go for it.
I'm gonna dig into you here. You, at the point where you said, I said, what was your very first reaction to the car spinning out?
Yeah, it was in my head.
Yeah, you said, well, this is it.
Yeah, it was those words in my like this is it.
Like, but without reaction. But when you said that, your lips started trembling, dude.
That's fucking terrifying.
Your voice started shaking.
I wasn't scared. Isn't that weird? I was my body was scared, my mind was calm. It said, oh, this is it.
I don't know if that's weird. I think that's human nature.
I thought about that for a while. I was like,
other choice do you have? Panicking doesn't do anything.
But your body panics.
If you fully believe you're gonna die.
I did. Who wouldn't? You're going 75 and you're flipping in a ditch.
Wait, I don't know. It's like, what's the point of? Maybe you had like a weird chemical, like not reaction, but like a release that did some sort of like super calming effect without you realizing it.
Oh, but it didn't do that to my body though. My body was going. I was involuntarily screaming the loudest I've ever screamed.
I've heard you scream pretty loud.
Louder than that. Louder
about
than
Diana.
About her. Louder than screaming about her. Can you believe that? Louder than that.
That's fucking loud,
it was
dude.
Horrible. Oh my god, I screamed so loud.
That's loud.
I wasn't even trying to. I wasn't even like. It was so weird. It's like, the best way I can describe it. Have you ever been Six Flags? Great America.
No, actually, because I fucking hate roller coasters.
Yeah, you.
I'm a pussy.
Yeah.
Call me a pussy.
Anyway, there's this ride. It goes straight up,
Uh-huh.
and then you wait there for a little bit, and then it just drops.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That tower thing.
The feeling when you're like you're about to crash, you're going straight to the ditch, is a lot like the feeling you immediately get when it drops.
Weightlessness.
No, I mean the emotional feeling.
Oh. I think I meant physical.
Emotional
So-
feeling. It's like,
Pure terror.
yeah, it was awful.
For me, I would piss my pants and cry.
I'm surprised I didn't cry at all.
Realistically.
I still haven't cried about it.
Really?
Really. I haven't cried in like
Catching
a year.
you almost like looking like you're about to.
No,
No?
I'm not. I'm telling you I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not close.
I believe you, man. I believe you.
What were you talking about?
Oh, no.
I wasn't scared. Yeah.
I mean,
That was really super weird.
you're the special guest. I definitely should have thought about asking you about that question. It's a pretty big fucking question.
Super weird feeling.
I feel like
Oh, and afterwards in the hospital, I was like telling people things that I had this realization when I came close to death. I was like, holy shit, if I die, there's so much shit that's in my head and only in my head that nobody else has ever heard.
Right.
That would just go out with me,
yeah,
and nothing
No
would
one
ever
would
matter.
know.
Nobody would know.
right.
And like all the experiences I've had that like only I've had, that's just like gone. That doesn't matter
Gone.
anymore.
Yeah, erased
So then-
from literal history. Like you can't even recover that shit.
So here's the thing.
Anyway.
When I was 6 years old, I had this ottoman in my living room. This was when my parents were still together.
Okay.
And I drew with a Sharpie on it like a little smiley face. And I blamed my sister for it. I was like I was probably 4 years old. My parents got divorced when I was like 5 or 6. I blamed it on my sister, and they believed me because the circle around the smiley face was too perfect for a 4-year-old to draw. I felt really good when they said that, but there was like this whole family meeting. They're like,
What?
all right, who drew this? And I was like, probably Abby. Look at the circle. It's so she draws everywhere. It's perfect. And they believed that.
Wow.
My mom believed it up until I was in the hospital, and I told her. This has been lingering in my mind for a while. I told her, Mom, remember this ottoman that was in the living room when you and Dad were still together? Yeah, I drew it. I drew that.
Did she remember?
And she was like, I do think I remember that. Yeah. She remembered it.
So it just makes you think like how much shit. How
I told a lot of
many,
people
how
a
many
lot of shit.
small fixes you think you could make before you die?
Yeah, I told a lot of people a lot of shit that I haven't talked to in like months or years.
I definitely don't like living any sort of lie. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you are. I'm just saying like the principle of it. I don't like lying to people.
I lie so much.
Do you? Why do
Even
you
when I
lie?
don't have to, I just do. It's
Like
it's so weird.
involuntarily.
It's not involuntary. I don't know why. I'm a compulsive liar. I haven't lied yet in this podcast. I thought I would, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Have I lied? No, I haven't. But usually, yeah. Whenever people ask me questions, I just lie.
Do you do that for a social status, like improving any sort of like the way people see you or think about you?
Sometimes. Usually, I just lie for the fuck of it, for the hell of it, for the heck of it. I might even say.
You know how I interpret that with you.
Yeah.
Just knowing you as like a friend, I think that because you think that way about like I'm gonna lie just because I can.
Yeah.
I bet you deep down truly believe you're the only one that exists. I bet you deep down you don't think I exist.
Sometimes I don't. A lot of times
Yeah,
I don't.
I know
Have
you
you ever?
don't.
You've seen the Truman Show?
No, actually, but I need to. I've heard a lot of good shit about it.
You should watch it.
I know.
I watched it a while ago, plenty of years ago. I haven't been the same since. There's a lot of times I just think I'm the only person out here, only person alive.
It's an easy thought.
The only thing I can prove is my own consciousness.
There's a word for that. There's an actual term for this ideology, and I forget what it is. Fuck. Bryce would know it. I know Bryce would know it. I mean, it is. That's not how you do it, Will. It's just ice. Who cares? I mean, it is narcissistic, but if it's in your,
I don't know if it's narcissistic as much as unsure. Because think about it. The only thing you can prove is your own consciousness. You don't know anything else at all. You've only been told the things that you think you know.
Right.
Or you've learned with intuition, which could be completely wrong.
Solipsism. That's what it is. Alex just answered.
Solipsism. Thanks, Alex.
Anyway, go on.
I'm a solipsist. Truman Show.
Solipsist.
I haven't been the same side. I think I'm the only person. The only thing you can prove is your own consciousness. Those are all things I've said so far.
Yeah. You can't.
There's no reason for me to believe that you have a conscious thought at all. You could have a completely different mind than what I think everybody has.
But because you can't
weird.
prove my existence,
I can't prove. I can't
no
prove.
way to be definite about it.
I can't prove this is here right now. I'm told it's here. I'm led to believe it's here because I think things that I can touch are here. They exist. There's no other reason for me to believe they exist. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
You know everything because you've been told everything. You've learned it through intuition.
Sense, but this is kind of like the whole, this is kind of like the reason why people are religious or even just have a belief to hold on to is because it refrains, it prevents them from falling into this like cycling pit of unsureness, which could lead to fuck knows what.
Yeah.
Extreme narcissism, complete insanity,
fear,
weird like psychological implicated,
self-imposed.
Yeah, self-imposed like trauma.
Self-inflicted.
Thank you. That was the word I was looking for.
Well, do you ever want to have a more open mind?
I was gonna ask you that. I was actually gonna ask you that.
I don't know if I have a closed mind. Do you think I do?
Okay. Here's how I would say it.
Oh wait, first, one comment I want to make about what we were just talking about. Epicurus, the guy who I was talking about, he says that the way to get rid of that kind of like going into insanity or not knowing is to simply ignore death. Like I was saying, he's just saying death, just don't worry about it. It has no concern to us. Once you let go of that fear of death and once you let go of the fear of God, he kind of, it's just you and you have no reason to fear anything and you'll be calm and tranquil. Anyways, Epicurus, yeah.
I mean, it's just so much easier said than done.
Do I have a closed mind? I think I have. No,
I think you have a very open mind, but I don't want to say too open, but you're I feel like you're more inclined to believe the bad news than the good news.
Pessimistic,
naturally.
Funny because I won Optimist of the Month in September.
Who voted that?
The Sunbury Optimist Club.
That's a thing, the Optimist Club?
It's like, it's not through the school, it's like a adult club. And they get like Youth of the Month for the Optimist Club every month from the high school. I won that.
I don't give a shit.
And
that award means nothing to what how you actually
I'm just saying.
Think.
Some very important people.
The facade is very well done.
Gary Hebel.
What about Gary Hebel?
He was in the Zoom conference when I was elected Student of the Month. Very important man in Sun Prairie.
Okay.
He's very important man in Sun Prairie. The Hebels both know me because I went to court once for a car crash, and Tom Hebel's the judge, but he's retired now. Anyway.
Damn. I definitely don't think you have a closed mind. It's weird because if I were to say it's closed, I could prove that wrong because you're believing wild theories. But if I were to say you have a very open mind, that wouldn't be fully accurate because how do you describe how it's like a degree of an open mind?
Yeah.
Like I could say,
it's not black and white.
Person A has an open mind. They're willing to try new things in this radius of them. But person B has an open mind, but willing to try things 4 times in the radius of them. Mm-hmm. And these new thoughts and new beliefs. You can be open-minded in different degrees. Closed-minded, you're just kind of sheltered, and like no new information is getting to you.
Yeah.
It's definitely, they're not of equal part.
I think it's a spectrum. Closed and open.
Yeah.
A gray between.
Like 0 to infinity without like negatives and all that.
Sure, dude.
Yeah. Numbers, I know, right? I'm really good at that.
I hate numbers.
hate stats, dude.
Oh, dude, there's something I want to talk about. Something you said. Oh, putting up a facade.
Yeah, okay. It's easy.
Yeah, I used to
So easy.
used to be a completely different person just because I felt like I had to. Does not. I faked my personality so much
Up until
maybe last year. I was just like
I always got
or
that
2 years
vibe
ago.
from you.
I was just not myself at all.
I know. I actually got that vibe. In 9th grade, Miss Flood's class.
Oh yeah, that wasn't me.
You played the tough guy so much.
I played a tough guy. I was not
tough guy. Not like
I was
ruffle and tuffle tough, but you were like the, like I have feelings, but no matter what you do, you're not gonna affect my feelings. You're not gonna
really
affect the way I feel. It was just the vibe you gave off. It was kind of douchey, but like not enough for me to like be completely like turned away. I still my approach to that is to like kill you with silliness.
I would like just kill you.
No, yeah, just kill you. My approach to that, dude. In order to fix your problem, let me just kill you. No, I kind of just killed you with silliness. Or at least that's how like no, don't open that. 2 years old. I keep it closed.
Fuck you. I was really looking forward
I
to that.
keep it closed. No. This is a treasured thing in my room.
I'm gonna open that when you're sleeping.
If you open this Fruit Loop package, I'd actually be pissed. I would say podcast over.
How long have we gone? 114. I was saying. Or no.
Subtract 15 from it. It's been like an hour.
Oh. I think 8th grade freshman year, part of sophomore year, I was a lot more attention seeking. I acted so much different in all my classes.
Like, what's the reason? Don't know.
Just so people would like me. Because if you don't seek attention, you're not gonna get it, I guess.
Right.
And then I didn't want to be like unknown. Hey, what's up?
Lord Jared Taylor. Thank you.
From Miss Flood's class. Nice. I'm not gonna answer that question, Jason Money, the bag chaser.
Oh yeah, we had class with Alex together.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Alex. This isn't me trying to be mean. I don't remember you. Sorry. I'm sorry.
He's a quiet kid.
You're quiet.
I know Alex just because of like since 6th grade. I just know him.
The only thing I remember about that class was probably Quentin. Was Sky in our class?
Lindsay, yeah. That's it.
Quentin and Sky.
No bullshit, dude. The main thing you remember is me. Is that what you just said?
Not the main thing. The only thing. It's because that class was just like gone in my head, and I just like faintly remember. Oh yeah, Quentin and Sky were there, and Miss Flood, she was there.
Why am I the only thing?
Because I'm in love with you.
No, I'm being dead ass.
I don't know, dude. Do you want me to explain how my mind works?
Yeah, I do.
That class.
You're the guest on today.
Okay, so in my memory, I'm in that class, right? Super fuzzy. I see. This is the one thing I think of.
Okay.
I look to my right, and a little bit behind me.
Okay.
So I'm facing this way.
Yep.
I would look over there. You're sitting there in the left chair.
You remember that?
And maybe I look back and you're on the standing desk.
Yeah. That is how that layout
But I do remember
was.
the room second semester. Dylan Schmidt was there.
That's funny because I almost always sat next to Alex. Almost every
That's a blank
time.
space in my mind.
Yeah,
it's just TV static.
Visual static. Let's see what they got. Hashtag mid-90s. Hashtag you boy.
I'm thinking about I need a new personality when I go to college.
No, you don't.
I think I should either be a skater e-boy
No, bro.
or a soft Michael Powley bookstore.
See, this is that thing you're doing. You're doing that thing where you get this idea as a joke. Haha, guys, laugh at it, and then you dwell into it. You do that.
I do that sometimes.
You do that. Just say you do that.
I do it sometimes.
You don't have to explain.
This isn't one of those moments.
You can just do anything you want, Will. People really don't care.
That was
Live up to it. Live up to it, dude.
That was genuinely.
Stop eating a plastic cup. Armor.
There's ice in it.
Still?
No, it's gone now.
Ah. Douche.
I do that a lot though. Is there more questions or?
Someone asked what's going on in the podcast world today. Lord Jared Taylor, whoever that is.
How are we supposed to answer that question?
Oh, we can. Will's a special guest today. He talked about his pretty horrible car accident.
Wasn't that bad.
And now we're talking about like psychologies and philosophies of the human mind and individuals.
If we want, we could talk about something silly.
I don't care. I want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, whatever interests you. He's like, we can be silly all you want. Fake giggles will come out, but I know deep down, that's not. You're just laughing to laugh.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm saying I can read you well, dude.
Like an open book?
Yeah. Actually, no. It's more like an open book in a different language that I'm learning, but it's still
you
there.
Can't read. You can't read a different language.
I can read a little bit in German.
But can you comprehend it?
Yeah. Like a good half of a page. It's kind of annoying, but...
Are we still in an analogy speak here, or is this like literal?
No, that's literal.
Oh, okay.
I can just kind of read German. Kind of rusty at it. Are you in Spanish? Weren't you in Spanish?
I was.
When did you
Pretty
stop?
damn good at it, too.
For AP?
I didn't take AP. I stopped at AP. So this year.
Okay.
I took Spanish 3? Does it go 3 in then AP or 4 in then AP?
4 AP.
4. So I took 4.
I took 6 years of German. Goddamn. Goddamn. Jesus Christ, dude. That makes me fucking feel weird. That makes me feel old.
Have you had COVID yet?
No.
Oh.
Have you?
Yeah. And let me tell you, it is not bad as for me. For me, it was
For you.
bad. For other people, they die. But
You
for me,
had. I know what you had the most struggle with, though. Your taste.
that's the only symptom I had.
Right. But
Literally the only symptom.
It was driving you insane.
It was.
I remember.
I was upset about it
I
because
remember you
literally
getting so mad about
I had
it.
no reason to eat. I had no.
You asked me like the foods with best texture.
Yeah, I
still
wanted to
think
know
about
because
that, by the way. I've come to the conclusion.
I couldn't find an answer to that.
I've come to
I
the
could not find
conclusion
an
that
answer.
the most interesting texture without taste would be like angel hair pasta.
Huh.
Because it'd be like eating like it would feel like a soft plastic that was left in the ocean. You know? No taste. You have no taste. You're just texture.
I couldn't imagine what it'd be
Pasta.
like. It's so weird. It's like gray. You know, it's like the color gray, but in your mouth. That's what it's like to not have taste.
Yeah, that reminds me of the SpongeBob episode. You know, the Krusty Krab gets bought over by that big corporate company, and all their food is gray mush
Yeah.
inside.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that one because I was like, "Damn,
When
that's McDonald's." I remember being young and I was like, "Oh, is that McDonald's?" To my mom.
Is that McDonald's? McDonald's food. When you do 2 truths and a lie, what are your 2 truths and a lie? That SpongeBob made me think of that.
Ooh, if I haven't played 2 truths and a lie in a long time,
I hate that game.
it's hard. I have a very hard time creating the thing
Because I feel like I always have a pressure to be funny when you're playing that, but then I'm not funny like that. I can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and yeah, I'm not funny like that. Funny in different ways. 2 truths and a lie. I don't have.
Clip that.
That was clip that. Can we clip that? Anyone in chat?
Will raise the arms. There are. I can raise my left arm now, guys.
It's good.
That hurts.
Actually.
Like, oh, it's like a tight like. I can't do it this way. I can't make my arm go like that.
You can't jerk off the.
Yeah.
You can't ski to the side.
Right. I can't use skiing poles to the side that way. If I ever wanted to, I couldn't use my left skiing pole.
God damn, dude. We've covered a broad subject. This was a really dumb idea. This was just.
There's something I want to talk about on there.
Oh, actually,
You didn't even look at it, did you? You didn't even read my notes.
it was just drawings of people getting.
That's not all it
fucked.
was. Read it.
What the hell do you
Go
mean?
look over all the drawings and all of the notes.
Are you referencing that?
This is something on the other page too. Did you like the bottom drawing, by the way?
I can't say this stuff on stream, dude.
It's not that. I wanted to talk about that Pokemon Go. I wanted to talk about Pokemon Go.
You beat that ass.
I'm being dead ass.
What about Pokemon Go? I don't know shit about
Have
it.
you played it?
Okay, you know
I
what?
love that shit.
Here's my experience.
Downloaded it in October.
I downloaded Pokemon Go when it was very first a trend, right?
Yeah.
I walked into my kitchen and I caught a Diglett, and I got so mad I uninstalled the game and never went back to it.
Fuck Diglett, dude.
Yeah, I got one Diglett and I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah, look at this shit. I got a Mewtwo.
I don't know shit about Pokemon, dude. Actually,
Fuck
no,
you.
no, isn't
Fuck you.
Mewtwo's pretty rare, right?
Yeah, Mewtwo's
Okay.
pretty rare.
Is he the rarest? Or 'cause I know there's different like versions of the cards and all that.
Cards, dude. This isn't a card game. Look, there's a Piplup at your house.
Dude, Pokemon
Anyway,
has cards.
you know what's crazy?
What?
Would you believe me if I told you there's a massive network of middle-aged men and women, dads and moms, in a big Facebook and Discord group for Sun Prairie that are passionate about Pokemon Go?
Yes.
Yeah, that exists. Isn't that crazy?
Wait, what's the age range? Again?
Anywhere from I'm probably me. We're probably the youngest people in it.
Standard. I want the standard deviation.
So we're probably the youngest at
Okay.
17. The oldest, we've seen a grandma,
No.
like a legit, probably
No.
70 plus grandma,
Oh, my arm's itchy.
going around, driving around, playing Pokemon Go. It's so weird. I didn't know dads and mothers loved little tiny Pokemon. One of them
Ugh.
has.
Wonder if they do it for like.
They don't do it for their kids. That's what you're gonna say.
No. I was
'Cause they're bored?
thinking dark reasons.
Midlife crisis.
No, I was thinking like to hang out with little kids. That's what I was thinking. That sounds more understandable than a bunch of 80-year-olds.
It's fucking weird.
That's weird.
They're cool though. A couple of them are cool. There's a Samoan dude.
Have you ever hung out with them?
I hang out with them? Like,
How do you know?
Fucking...
How do you know they're cool?
I see them at parks. I've met them at parks.
Oh, really?
They're at the parks
Oh.
playing Pokemon Go, Orphan Park. There's a nice Samoan dude who.
Do they do it during the winter? Do they put on winter outfits to go catch?
You'd be surprised.
digital
Go
Pokemon?
to parks. Various like Stonehaven and Orphan. You'll see people. You'll see dads and mom. They're playing Pokemon Go there. I didn't. It's so weird because my mind is so closed to it. But now that I know that it's going on, I see it everywhere. I just see
The Pokemon Go.
the Pokemon Go community.
How big is the group?
Thousands.
In some
Well. The Facebook group is Madison area. There's thousands in that. The Discord, probably less than that. Probably a couple hundred.
Yeah, Discord isn't widely popular like that yet.
Which I think
Austin just now says Mewtwo is pretty damn rare.
it is pretty damn rare.
Yeah. That's what happens, man.
Oh,
That's what happens when you have rare things.
you know what I think
They're more valuable.
is
What?
the best feeling in the world?
What?
Have you ever had a song stuck in your head,
Uh-huh.
but you didn't know what song it was? Like you could hear a kind of part of it, and like you know the tune of it, but you don't know what the song's called.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to me for around 2 to 3 years, somewhere between there, where there was just a song, and I know the tune.
I can do something like that too. Go on.
I had no idea what the words were. It started in 9th grade biology.
Okay.
The song came into my head, and then
Pause.
I was.
Oh, no, continue. I was saying pause because you said came.
Nice. Came to my head. I had no idea what it was. I texted my mom. Mom, what's that one song that goes do 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 do, and then the guy's singing a really high voice. That's why I texted my mom. No. Not that
No?
one.
Okay. Don't give me that shit. Don't pretend like I'm supposed to pick up.
Come on, dude, not that one. Anyways, for a couple years, off and on, this
Douchebag.
has bothered me. I've always talked to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I know you know this song, and I would sing the part in my head to her. I was like, I know you know it. Why are you being such an idiot? Just tell me what the song is, because I know I remember listening to it with my mom in the car. And then 2 years later, I'm at this family gathering that plays in the background, and it was the best feeling I've ever experienced in the world.
Like ecstasy?
It
Would you
was
describe it as
pure ecstasy. Yes, it was incredible. I found the song and it blew my mind. It's American Girl by Tom Petty.
I think I know that song.
Have you ever seen Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
It's in that.
Okay. I've probably heard it. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about then.
I think that is better than any feeling I've ever experienced in my life. Better than fentanyl.
This was my song with that.
See, thank God he found it.
This one took me a long time.
What?
Knew the day would come to finally save me, Jesus' love. Wait, no. Help to stay. Piece by piece.
I feel like we're about to kiss. Do you feel that?
I don't feel it. I'm sorry. This was a song for me though. I know what you mean. And when I came across it, it was on Spotify Shuffle. I don't know the statistic of how rare that was to happen.
Yeah, could you imagine?
But I was like, holy shit! It was like I was about to fall asleep too.
You're fucking coming everywhere. That's what it feels like. It's everywhere.
It feels like there's hard jizz.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Flooding the gates
Not
open.
Everywhere. I was gonna talk about my new job. I got a job.
Oh yeah. Holy shit.
I got baked cookies for a job now. That's really my job. This is my 6th job. 6th. 7?
You and I have similar number of jobs. We're job hoppers.
It's absurd.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you do?
I haven't started yet, but I bake cookies.
You bake cookies.
Really delightful cookies.
What's the name of the place? Actually, don't say that because it's live. But
why can't I dox the fucking cookie place? They love business. That's what they live for.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, more importantly,
well, actually, no. I'll keep them guessing. Anyway, it's a cookie store.
Insomnia Cookies, Madison.
No, that's too far.
Do you make the cookie?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know yet. That's what is so exciting about
it. You
it.
really just went for any job you could, huh?
No, I saw baker and I was like, that sounds sick. I didn't think I'd get it. I got it, and then I'm like, all right.
You don't think you need experience?
Apparently not. It said the preferred experience 1 year culinary, but they just hired me.
So you have no experience.
What experience would I have as a baker?
Baking.
No. How would I get that? No, I don't have experience.
Just like at home, or like taking a class for it.
I've taken bacon and baking and pastries.
Baking class.
I am.
Bacon 101.
Baking and pastries.
I know what you meant. Huh. That sounds like interesting job. Now this is where I'm gonna be that type of person. Hey Will, can you give me free cookies?
Oh no.
They don't cost money, do they?
No. I probably get a shit ton of free cookies. You're not getting any. Fuck you.
I don't want them, dude. I'm not a sweets person. I don't have a sweet tooth.
Sounds. You just don't like food.
No, I like what? I like.
Is that what you're saying? You hate eating?
Yeah.
It hurts.
I hate lasagna.
It hurts to eat food.
I hate lasagna because I have a sweet tooth. I don't have a sweet tooth.
You know what? I love lasagna. I just hate Mondays. They're the worst.
And on that note, with Will's terrible pun, we're going to end the podcast episode here. The rest of the podcast ended up being very slow and off topic, so I'd rather not have you guys sit through all that. Thank you, Will, for providing that comedic ending, and we'll get the next podcast out pretty shortly. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
I'm going to go clean my ears.
What? You're cleaning your ears at 4 in the morning?
Because Zach just grabbed my fucking ear.
No, I didn't. I touched it. I
Smacked it.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's your armpit. Dude, I felt the hair. That's my deltoid.
God, I might have to shit.
Let's have fun.